Well, it was a couple of years ago and the phone rang. I picked it up and it was a longtime client, somebody that I've worked with on and off for probably 20, 25 years. And they were in a jam. They had a director that they were on the verge of firing because he was creating a hostile work environment. They didn't want to lose him because he was brilliant at what he did, which was marketing. But he was creating complete disasters everywhere he went and not fulfilling his managerial responsibilities. So, having worked with the organization for a long time, I knew what I was getting myself into, and I went anyway. I interviewed Kevin to find out what his perspective was, what the problem was, and he complained that he was surrounded by incompetence and they weren't meeting expectations. I interviewed his 8 direct reports, and they told me story after story of flaming emails that arrived in the middle of the night complaining about what they'd done, shouting matches in staff meetings, so clearly there was a lot of work to be done. So after a little bit of analysis, I sat down with Kevin and we had a real heart-to-heart about what's working and what's not. Okay. So we put an action plan together where I was going to coach him on basically 2 themes: communication and delegation. So I gave him very specific tools and strategies about how to make assignments without micromanaging, how to provide constructive feedback, heavy emphasis on constructive feedback, and how to really communicate both his concerns and his appreciation more effectively. Well, as it turns out, within a couple of weeks, people were seeing a noticeable difference. I actually had emails from his staff saying, "Keep going, we're seeing a difference, we never thought it was possible, but he's turning things around." A couple of months down the road, he was able to spend 40% more time doing what he loved, which was marketing. He and the team were able to finish a project that brought in an additional $2 million in revenue. And I talk about this example because it really highlights the importance of delegation, communication, and trust as some really foundational pieces of increasing employee engagement. And it also highlights how employee engagement really does have a direct impact on the bottom line.